Friends, good day. The Heart of the Matter, written by Graham Greene. This is a novel. So, in this novel, we find the story of a man, Scooby, who is a police officer in a colony in a British West Africa during World War II. He is married to Lucy, an intellectual woman. They had no daughter. They had only one daughter, Catherine, who died many years ago. Both of the Scoobies are Catholic. Scooby does not actually love his wife, but he pities her and feels a great deal of responsibility for her happiness. He enjoys his job, but Lucy is frustrated. When he is passed over by the commissioner's position because of unproven rumors about infidelity and corruption, Lucy is miserable with colony life and begs Scooby to send her to South Africa. He can come join her after he retires. Scooby promise to find a way to get the money to secure her passage. A young man named Wilson is new to the colony. Here, the writer Graham Greene later reveals him to be a spy of an inspector. Wilson strikes up a friendship with Lucy over their shared love of poetry. After meeting her only a few times, Wilson falls in love with Lucy, but she does not return his sentiments. Meanwhile, Scooby tries to borrow money from the bank, but his loan application is rejected. Finally, Scooby turns to a disreputable Syrian trader named Yusuf. Lucy is able to leave the colony, and Scooby feels an immense sense of peace and happiness. Although he has become rather ambivalent about his fate, one day there is a shipwreck at sea, and the survivors arrive in the West African colony. Scooby befriends one of the survivors, a young woman named Helen Rolt. That friendship soon blossoms into a romance. As a result, Scooby starts to feel a deep sense of responsibility for Helen as well. Scooby constructs a complicated web of lies in order to keep the relationship secret. In addition, he invents even more falsehood to avoid being implicated in Yusuf's scandalous business of selling contraband diamonds. Scooby and Helen's relationship becomes predictably quotidian. She claims that he does not love her and using his Catholicism to avoid divorce his wife. They fight bitterly, but Scooby remains committed to Helen. He continually feels the weight of his religion, however, and vacillates between breaking up with Helen and following God's path. Scooby receives a telegram from Lucy saying that she has made a mistake and is coming back. This infuriates Helen and they have another explosive fight, but she later apologizes and says she will do anything for him. And Scooby, for his part, feels oppressed and trapped. Oppressed and trapped, he begins to think that people are spying on him. He faces official questioning about his role in the talent Yusuf's affair and starts to question Wilson's identity. Scooby even begins to suspect his young servant boy Ali, whom he has long loved and trusted. Lucy returns to the colony and insists that she and Scooby renew their faith and begin attending Mass and communion. He resignedly agrees but avoids going to church for a while due to his guilt over his indiscretions. He finally goes to confession and tells the local priest, Father Rank, about his adultery. However, it is a troubling encounter because Scooby cannot bring himself to repent fully for his affair with Alan. Rather, Father Rank says he will pray for Scooby. Scooby, paranoia, matches his concern about his soul. He tells Yusuf that he is worried about Ali's loyalty and wonders what he might know. Yusuf takes care of the problem by killing Ali. Even though Scooby was unaware of Yusuf's intent, he feels partially responsible for the Ali's fate and broods over his propensity for causing pain to others. Scooby continues to go to church but still feels like an outsider. However, his professional life improves when he is awarded the commissioner position after all. He has a chance encounter with Helen, who has largely left him alone since Lucy returned. Helen tells Scooby that she is leaving the colony and wants to make it easy on him. But he cannot extricate himself the relationship and tells her he will figure out a plan. Scooby formulates a plan to commit suicide because he has a long complaint of ill health. A local doctor prescribes Scooby some medication of his heart. He takes some each night that saves a dose for one night fixed in the near future. He wants his death to look natural. He does not want anyone to know that he has committed suicide. He wrestles with his idea of God, but ultimately believes that he must kill himself because he cannot keep living a life of adultery on without repenting. He takes the medication with glass of whiskey and dies. After Scooby's death, Lucy and Wilson talk. Lucy knew all along Scooby's was having an affair, which is why she came home. Clearly, Scooby was very bad keeping secrets. Similarly, Wilson's keen eyes allow him to suspect that Scooby retroactively added diary entries about sleeping trouble and heart pain in his efforts to conceal the reality of his death. Lucy is shocked. She visits Father Rank and excoriates Scooby for being a bad Catholic. However, Father Rank gently reminds Lucy that they cannot judge Scooby's heart and that the rules of church are not what determine one eternal fate. To Rank, it seems like Scooby loved God more than anyone else, even himself. So this is the story of the heart of the matter by Graham Greene. We have a theme in this. The first, we have the futility involved in this novel. Scooby life pulls him along on path from which he cannot seem to deviate. At the beginning of the novel, he appears content with his mundane life in the colony and does not particularly care about advancing. He notices the flaws of justice system, but just accept them instead of trying to fight against corruption. Responsibility is another theme involved in this novel. Scooby's profound sense of responsibility is a manifestation of his pride. He feels pity for Lucy and Alan and takes the responsibility of their happiness. Surveillance, the colony is full of gossip and spies. Surveillance and observation are key theme of the novel. Self-awareness, another theme. Green's, according to this writer, Green's character are self-aware. Lucy understands Scooby does not love her and understand how to elevate her own suffering. Religion, in the novel, Greene divides his exploration of religion into two separate plans. There are rituals and teaching of Catholic Church, and then there is a private relationship that exists between God and man. The church provides rules, structure, and order, but Greene suggests that organized religion cannot account for all the complexities. Isolation is another theme involved in this novel. For all the physical entanglement between the character and the heart of man, they are all profoundly isolated from one another or an emotional level. Even when they try to connect, they suffer from a breakdown in communication. So, failure is another theme. Novel is particularly happy one. Almost all of the character fails in their endeavors. Even their goals are completely attainable. Lucy wants Scooby to get a promotion, but right after he gets it, he commits suicide and she does not get to be a commissioner's wife. So these are the themes involved in this novel and the heart of the matter by Graham Greene. I hope you will enjoy this beautiful novel. Thank you.